Hi, good evening.
Thank you for being early, all 66 of you. The last time I did this, somebody was late and asked me to repeat the whole thing. I was pissed. The audacity. Okay, thank you for coming. I'm expecting more people to come in, but then that's okay. We'll give it another 2 minutes. By the way, sorry about my camera. It's on my keypad instead of on top of my screen, so it's a bit weird. And if I type something, you're gonna see my fingers very closely. Hello. If you have any questions, you can just type in the comment section. I will try to read it as I go through the session today. I will record this and I think I will upload it on YouTube. Yeah, and I'll give the link later. How do I mute that? By the way, thank you to those who taught me how to adjust the ruler in Microsoft Word, and also those who mentioned that there's an auto admit function, the extension. So I got that this time. This is what we call progress. Okay, I think I better start now. Share my entire screen. So for today, hello, welcome. Okay, in creating worksheet using Microsoft Word, you only need to know this three thing. Number one, font. I'm going to show you how to find cute fonts and how to download it and how to use it. And then the second one is the layout of the worksheet itself, because you know that when you try to put pictures and words together on Word document, it will go haywire, right? Every time you move it slightly, and it will go crazy. And then that's when you give up and you decided to just get other people's worksheet, the free ones, instead of making your own because you think it's difficult, but it's not. And finally, the image. I'm going to show you how I Google and select my image and how I edit them. Okay, so why create your own worksheet? I think as a teacher, you already know this, why you like to create your own worksheet, because only you know your students better. You know your students best, so you can create something that is suitable to your students' needs and preference. Also because you can use the images that you think they will like, especially when you're teaching in primary. You need to know what they like, and you can include that in your worksheet. And then as a result, they will love you more. And studies have shown that children learn better from teachers that they like. Yeah. And the link for folders will be given in the chat box. I have pasted that earlier, but I'll do that again because I also just learned that those who just entered will not be able to see that. Okay, if you're ready, we're gonna start with font. Okay, first I'm gonna go through all these three fundamental knowledge that you need to know, and we're gonna go through it theoretically. And after I'm done with all this, then I'll be showing you how do I do it for real. So first the theory, then the practical. And you can revise this slide because it's also included in the link. Okay, first the font. I think this is the major key factor that makes any worksheet cute and inviting. So yeah, you don't want to use Times New Roman when you're teaching year one. That's the kind of font that you use to apply for jobs or to write thesis. So these are the steps. I'm listing this down so that when you go back to this video and when you feel like you need to revise or when you're lost, you can just go back here and look at the steps. So we Google, we select the fonts, and then I share with you my favorite category to be used, and then I will show you how to download the font and then install on your laptop. And then this is very important, you have to remember the font name. And then finally, you open your Word document to find the font. Okay, and that's it, done. Second one is the layout of the worksheet. You do not want to imitate textbook or the workbook that you buy, because I think those are very outdated and obsolete. For me, honestly, I think all the workbook that you buy at bookshop or all those workbooks that come together with textbooks, no offense to anyone, I think those are a bit 90s. Like, we are in the 21st century, the layout should change. I shouldn't be looking, I mean, I have been looking at that kind of layout when I was in primary school. Those were back in the 90s. Why should I still be looking at that kind of worksheet? I need change. So I think we are living in the era where our students grow up with Bobo Boy, Upin Upin. They grow up with such technology. I think they deserve better than what we had back then. So yeah. So for layout, this is the secret. Okay, on the left is my worksheet, but on the right is the hidden secret. If you can see clearly, the red lines are actually the table. I use table to create the layout and to arrange my words and the objects, the pictures. Okay, and you can clearly see here how I separate the pictures to make sure that they don't mix up and make sure they don't run away. And you can see how I use big fonts for the instruction. And then another example, the one on the left is my actual worksheet, what my students see. But the one on the right is the hidden table that I use. So what I did was create the table, fill them in with the words and the pictures, and when I'm done, I will hide the table. So students won't see it. They only see the left part. And then this is among one of my most popular worksheet. So I draw the picture of the Super Friends because I couldn't find colorable pictures online, so I draw them myself. But this is what my students see, and this is what is hidden. Again, the table. The use of table is very important. Okay, another example. This is a whole picture. I Google, I think Avengers. Yeah, Avengers coloring, and then this is what come up. It's one whole picture. It's not separate. So I created this table, fill each section with the words and the questions, and then this one whole section is a picture, and then I pasted it here. Another example, this one is categorization activity. I decided to get rid of the boxes because look at the boxes. It looks like a jail. It looks so restrictive, and I feel like it's blocking the children's view. So when you take it out, it looks better. I think when the fruits are floating, it looks better. So that's why I took it out. This is another worksheet when we did sandwich. back in 2020. I miss those days when you still can attend school and do hands-on activities with the students. So this is what they see on the page, and this is the table that I use. So now you know the secret. And this one, I use Doodle as the background, and I included the table. And finally, the images. I'm going to show you how to Google suitable images, and how do you save them and edit them, and then how do you put them in words, not words, in Microsoft Word. So these are the steps. You can go back to this step if you want to do revision. First, you Google the image you want, but don't forget to add coloring pages at the back. This will give you a result of black and white pictures. I think black and white pictures are very important if you're doing worksheet, because students can color them in, and because you don't print them in color, you print them in black and white. So yeah, and then you choose the picture, you copy, then you paste it in Word. And if the picture is a bit problematic, like it has unwanted item or image in that picture, I'm going to show you how to edit that in Paint. So yeah, and finally, these are the link that you will be getting. I'm going to paste the link here again. Wait, it's not here. Never mind, just copy. So if you are new, check out this link. So the link, the first one is the PowerPoint that I shared just now. Second one is free font, which you don't really need if you know how to download it yourself, and then the free templates. Okay, so what I'm gonna show you right now is how do we apply all this knowledge. All right, so this is an example of a worksheet that you may want to use in your classroom. This is very common. You can see the title or the name of the teacher who created the worksheet, because sometimes you upload it online and people share it, and you need people to credit you for the hard work that you did. And then if you notice, the instruction is always written in big. I like to capture my students' attention because I want them to look at the worksheet and they instantly know what they're supposed to do with this worksheet. Like, for example, think and write. So at the bottom, here you can see the elaboration of the instruction on top. For example, look at the pictures, think about what is happening, and write a sentence for each picture. So I think this is basic. Most teachers would need this. And then I am going to show you how to make this one. So you always start with the new document. First thing that I always do is insert the table. Okay, and then I'm going to merge. And then I'm going to put the title of the class or the lesson. You can add the topic if you want. And then you can write your name. And I always centralize it. And then, wait, sorry, my bad. I think before we start doing the worksheet, I think I need to teach you how to download the font first. Right. Yeah, I'm gonna close this. Okay, my bad, sorry. First, we are going to, where am I going? Okay. How come I can't open Google? I can't open Google. What's happening? Okay, I'm gonna stop sharing first. Okay, we start with font. How to get font? The first thing you need to do is Google free fonts. And then when you Google that, you will. Why is the page missing? Okay. So when you Google free fonts, you will get all the websites that give you free fonts. I usually use this one, the first two. You just go to the website and then you will see all the categories. And then like mentioned in the slides, my favorite is cartoon. You can see all sorts of fonts there. And then I also like comic. If you like other categories, nobody's going to judge you except your own student. So make sure that you pick the correct one. Like, I don't think you can use Who Are Saturn to teach about toys. But it's really up to you. I mean, it's your class. And then another one that will be useful for teachers is school. Because school has letters for learners, which is very student friendly. And then they have primary dots. They have more actually. They have penmanship. Yeah, but choose whatever you like. If you like horror, like I said, I'm not gonna judge you. Okay, I'm gonna download the little swag. Okay, if you like a specific font, you just download it. And then a zip file will appear in your download download section. And then what you need to look is when you open the zip file is that you need to look for this icon that has the tiny A at the bottom. And then you're gonna click that and then they're gonna show you what it will look like in sentence form. So you will have to install that. Okay, and then you close. And then you go back to Word. And you will have to find it under your font section. Sometimes it instantly appears, but sometimes you gotta give it time. Oh, it's there. So it's already there. Okay, now I'm gonna show you again. Let's see if you want something from the cartoon group. And then let's see, you want bravery. Okay, you download. You repeat the same thing. You open the zip file. I don't want to buy. And then you look for this. This one has many variety. For example, this one is a bit bold. This one is a bit thinner. Oh, this one is in cursive. Oh, interesting. Okay, so maybe I want a cursive one. So I click install. And then I close. What's the name again? Please remember the name. I often forgot the name, bravery. So you go back to your Word document, you check for bravery. Where are you, bravery? There you are. So it's there. It will be installed in your computer, so it will instantly appear here. So now that we have covered the font part, right? If you don't understand, Azreen, why are you saying my name many times? Okay, we have covered the font part. Let's go back to the layout. Okay, this is the worksheet that I'm going to show you how to do it. Because for me, I think this is the basic one that all teachers would like to do. What I usually do is I will insert a table. When you already get the hang of this, it's going to take you like 2 minutes, less than 5 minutes to do it. The first thing I would do is merge the top one because I will be writing the topic, subject, and then I'll be writing my name. I always put my name on my worksheet. And then I will highlight it, and then I like to centralize it. And remember, you already have your font, so yeah, just choose whatever font you like. Maybe this one I want to use. Okay, so make it bigger. Up to you. If you like to make it smaller, then you can. And then I'm going to extend this because I like my worksheet to be taking up most space. And then I like to highlight this with black. I don't know why. It's just a trademark. And then the second one, I also merge. And this is where the instruction comes from. Okay, for example, I want students to think and write. So remember the instruction for this, it has to be eye-catching. I don't know, this is just my opinion. If you don't agree, you're not wrong. It's really up to you. I mean, okay, for think and write, I want to use the one that I downloaded just now. Ooh, I like it. This one, N tak payah besar kot. And you can make it think and write. Some people may think this is too much, but I don't know, I like it. If you think it's too much, you can use other font. And then at the bottom comes the proper instruction. You want your students to look at the pictures, think about what is going on, and write the sentence for each picture. And then because this is something that you want your students to understand, so you better use, like I said again, better use something that is easily readable, simple. And then finally, okay, let's go back. We want empty spaces here and then pictures here. You see how it alternates? So now we are going to find pictures. Okay? You go to Google. Let's say you're teaching about, let's play animals. Okay, let's say you're gonna Google cat. Always add coloring at the back, coloring page. Because that's how you will get the black and white picture. And then you go to images. And then, oh, this one is cute. Okay, when you want to choose pictures, go for this one with a very prominent line like this, thick ones. You don't go for something like this or this, because when you print it out, the lines will not be visible like this. Okay, let's see. This is a suitable picture. Okay, you just copy the picture. You go back to your worksheet, then you paste it. If it's big, don't panic. You just edit, make it smaller, and then you use this, or you centralize, up to you. And then you merge this one. And this is when you make the line. You use underscore key. always enter to give space for students to write. And there you have it. And then you want this picture copy to be here. Let's imagine this is another picture that you Google. So you paste it here, and then you go the third picture. This is question number 3, and then question number 4 is here. Oh, it's too big. So we're gonna delete this. Okay, so apparently only 3 questions fit. If you want to include more questions, you have to make the picture smaller. But let's just do 3. So you merge this side because this side is meant for students to write. You copy, press enter to give it space, and you repeat the same thing. And then you press enter again to give space between each picture. And then when you're all done, this is the most important part. You go to the table properties. No, not table properties. You go here. You click no border. That means you're hiding it. The border is still there. You can see the border is still there, but you're simply hiding it. Okay, if you think this is too close, just click enter. Ta-da! And this is the picture that you will get. If you don't like kid being naked like that, you can always put borders. Click box, choose your thickness, and there you have it. Siap. You can save it like as Word document ataupun PDF. I don't know why I like to save it as PDF. When you save it PDF, it feels like it's fixed. I feel like it's fixed there. So it won't move. And I usually like to print it from the PDF version. I feel like it looks better. I don't know why. And then, like I said, I'm not a tech savvy person to be able to explain that. So yeah, we are done with one worksheet. Teacher put say, I think the most important key factor in a worksheet is form. Yeah, true. Okay, so now let's do the second worksheet that I think will be suitable for teachers. Kita selalu buat matching kan, and then we always use boxes when we match. I feel like macam, like I said, those are so 90s. Who put pictures in boxes anymore? So we're gonna do this. We're gonna have the song in the middle, and then imagine these are different pictures of food. We're gonna put it around the song so students read and match. For example, sandwich. Okay, you match it to sandwich. This is a sandwich. And imagine this is an apple. You point or draw a line from the apple to the picture. So again, open new picture, new word. This time I use 4 boxes. The top one I always merge. Then write down your year to 3. Put your title, whatever, and then put your name. One more thing, if you put your name, I think it will feel personalized to students. They will appreciate it. They know that it's you who made it. I pernah guna teacher Fira punya worksheet, and then my students are like, guna teacher lain punya kantor. And I was like, is that a crime? Because they're so used to me creating my own worksheet. So when I do use other people's worksheet, they freak out. So again, choose your font. And then I like to, you don't have to do that. And then the instruction, again, I like to use 2 directive word. Contohnya, read and label. Ada dua benda, tak payah panjang-panjang because this is just the main attraction. So for read and label, what font do I want to use? Maybe cherry. So you make it big. And ni tak payah big because it's not important. Centralize that. And then finally at the bottom, you write the actual instruction. Read the song, lyrics, and label the, is it label? Match. And match the pictures to the correct word. Word for words. So read and match. So this one is 24. Sama. Maybe because it's too small, yeah. Okay. Kalau you nak more space, you just extend the table. And then yang ni, you centralizekan. Pick the font that you like. And then remember you want something in the middle. So you merge yang in the middle ni. Merge. Mana tadi dia punya lyrics? Okay, imagine you type the lyrics from the textbook kan? Yeah, you letak the lyrics here. Paste. And then you need to big. So you enter lah sebab dia dekat sangat. And then you put it in the middle. I want to use this font. Okay, imagine that the lyric is longer than this. So what you want to do is this song mentions different food like sandwich, pea, sausage, pizza. So you're gonna Google pizza. Choose the one that looks the most delicious. Oh, I like this one. Copy. And then you go back. I think I'm just going to merge this. I think it won't hurt to merge it. So I just paste the pizza. Pizza is too big, don't panic. Crop. I think one of teachers' biggest fear with Word is that when their picture gets too big. So you adjust the size. Yeah. And okay, now you're looking for sausage. I like this one. This one looks quite fat and delicious. So you copy this one. And okay, this one has unwanted labels and that's ugly. So you don't want that. So you go to paint. You paste it on paint. You don't want this. So you select freeform selection. You only select the part that you want. Don't worry if it's pixelated or blurry because it will look fine. So you want to put it on this side, right? Merge dulu. See, told you, even though just now it looks very pixelated, actually it's going to look fine. So make sure there's balance. Okay, now imagine that you Google different picture after that. So you paste it here, and then apple, watermelon, So imagine these are different pictures of food. So you already laid them all out, and then we are done. Unless you want border, you can put border. And the last step, always to hide. I think you need to explore your own laptop. I think different. I'm not sure, because in my own laptop, I have to look at different section to find the table properties. So you click no border, you just hide the border. So ta-da! Make sure you adjust lah. This one, if you think there's still so many space left, you adjust lah. See, and some people like to bold their instruction. There you have it. So that's the second worksheet. Okay, let me go back to see how's everyone doing. Okay. Bila kita klik pada gambar, ada layout option. Gambar mana? Ada layout option. Gambar kat mana ni? Nuraini Hassan. I'm not sure. Okay, I'll go back to that. How to have the outer box around the page? Oh, that's one is called border. You pergi dekat ni. You pergi dekat design. You click page border. You click the box. You jangan click none. Click the box. Okay, so now let's do the third worksheet. I think this one is quite popular too, where you have a series of pictures on top, and then at the bottom you are asking students to categorize, right? So what we're going to do is, as usual, open a new Word document, and then you insert the table. How many rows of pictures do you want? I nak 5, so I choose yang ada 5 column. And then I repeat the same thing. I merge. I write the title. Apa tajuk dia? Well, I only remember Let's Play. It's been a while since I looked at the timetable or the textbook. And then don't forget your name. And then you centralize that. And then you pick any font you like. At one point, you will have a favorite font that you use in every single worksheet, but one day you will wake up and think, I'm so done with this font. I'm going to use other font. So, okay, usually when you have this type of worksheet, is to categorize, to get people to... Oh, I need to mute someone. Okay. So read and group. That person is so persistent of turning on the microphone. Okay. So read and group. Yang ni you fikir lah apa dia you punya main instruction. Okay, it's really up to you. And then like I said, the main instruction must be big. If you don't agree, that's fine. If you don't like my style, that's fine. We are all entitled to our own opinion. Oh, don't forget to drag to maximize the space that you can use. I didn't know how to use ruler until last Friday. One of the participants taught me how to use it. Because in my old laptop that I made, all those worksheets, it's already there. I don't have to find it. Okay, so comes the instruction. Read the words and group them in the right category. So, this is a categorization worksheet. Centralize that. You choose a simple font, and then okay, another perk of creating your own font is that you can use your students' favorite character if it's related, if it's usable. I like to use Lego one because the lines are always thick. Students love them. I don't know, my students back then, people have changed, I don't know, since the pandemic. Okay, so please imagine that this is actually a different picture because ain't nobody got time to search for other pictures. Imagine that these are different pictures, okay? Imagine I'm using different pictures because I don't have time to show you how to search for the picture. Okay, never mind. Yeah, something like that. So at the bottom is the name of the, okay, this is, let's play the name of toy. Okay, for example, this is a car and this is a train, this is a bus, aeroplane, bike. And then at the bottom, you put more pictures of toys. Kenapa toys nak categorize lah? Apalah, you imagine that they have to categorize it. So imagine at the bottom is a different toys. So now I think you can adjust this by making the picture smaller. So now what you're gonna do is change the font. Make it bigger, centralize it. Bagi kurus sikit lah. You get the gist, right? You get the gist. You paste the picture, and then you make it center. Well, now you know these are what you're paying me for when you buy my worksheet. Paying for time and effort and adjusting the pictures. So now that you are done with the selection of words that your students are supposed to read and understand, and you want them to categorize into two category. Okay, let's say first category is fun toys. This doesn't exist. This is just made up. Boring toys. So I like to highlight because, like I said, it brings students' attention. To the instruction, and then children's writing are big, so give them space. And okay, you only want to keep this table, but you don't want to keep this one. This one, I like to highlight, like I told you. So this one, you simply no border. For me, when you take out the border, it looks, like I said, I've said this many times, it looks less restrictive. It looks floating. So this is what your children will get. And then if you like borders, click the box, select the thickness, or maybe select the style. I don't know if you like this style. I don't. I'm just gonna pick a normal one. And then siap. So this is it. Any question? Thank you so much. Yeah, so that's it. I'm going to share again the slide to those who just came in. and the free font link, which you don't really need if you have already learned how to download the font. And then the free template is something that you don't really need because everybody knows how to use table, right? Yeah, the keyword to search the image, because we are making worksheet that is very likely to be photocopied, the keyword is always to add coloring page at the back, because like I said, if you're gonna photocopy it, it has to be black and white. So this is the first one that we did today. This is the example that I showed you. Do you have any question? Because you can ask now. Once you get the hang of this, like I said, you will be like me. You will wake up the morning before your class. You will only take like a few minutes. What I did was back then, back when I was still in Alustar, I will wake up in the morning, think about what to teach, prepare the materials, and then I will turn to my laptop, spend like 2-3 minutes, print on the spot, go to school, have them photocopied for my whole entire day. Let's say I have 3 classes, that means I need 90 copies. So print 90 copies at the school office and then enter my class. Copying takes longer than making the worksheet. And finally, this one. That's what we did today. Oh, another trick. Is I will share this recorded version. I think I'm gonna put it on my YouTube channel. Okay, let me answer question first before I proceed with anything else. How do you determine the kind of layout that is appropriate for the students? I think not too much picture or words in one page. Just make it easy and pleasing to the eyes. You don't have to include everything. Remember, what they're learning is before you give them the worksheet. What they're learning is when you do the games, when you're asking them to work in groups. Usually I give my worksheet at the end of my lesson. So it's more like an enrichment. Worksheet is not the first thing that I will give in my class. Masuk-masuk, tulis hari, bagi kertas. No, that's not how it works. So you don't have to include everything in the worksheet. Just something that you want them to revise and remember. Something that what you think you want them to gain from the lesson. Satu lagi, the font must be big enough. Can you please explain again how to remove watermarks writing? Okay, I cannot remove watermark because watermark is usually a watermark that is across the picture. But I can teach you how to remove the watermark that is like at the corner. Okay, for example, like this one. Okay, you copy image and then you go to paint and then you paste the image that you copied in paint. And then let's say you don't want these lines and then you don't want print and color.com. So you select freeform selection. Freeform selection allows you to go around. Yeah, and then you crop. And then if you think the line is still not still visible, you can just, yeah, like someone said in the comment section, a lot of hard work went into this, but it's not hard work when you do this every day, when you're so used to it. That's why some people just prefer to pay or just get the free ones from Miss Ash or Teacher Fira. So after you're done, select all. That means you select all this. And then you paste it. You dah edit tadi kan? Wait. Oh, I silap select, sorry. Why the is still there? Apalah. Okay, You cut, paste, so the watermark is gone. Did you get that? Do you need? Do you still need me to show how to remove it? Dia macam ni. Okay, I'll show you another example. Okay, I like food pictures. Contohnya macam watermelon. Okay, let's take this one. It's a bit blurry. Let's take this one. Copy image. Post it in Paint. You don't want this watermelon handwriting. You just want this because it's cute. So you can also pick rectangular. Rectangular is for pictures that is not too complicated, pictures that you don't have to go around it. So you just cut. And then you paste into your worksheet. And then you adjust. This one is too high. So what you want to do is cut and then enter. Bagi dia turun sikit. Any more questions? Clear enough? Okay. How do you use other apps to do your worksheet? No. I only use Word, Paint, and Internet. And then you're good to go. May I know the best way to make writing exercise in 3 lines? There is a font for that. I didn't make my own line. I usually go to school and then you will find fonts like this. Usually it's KG primary. And then you download. Macam biasa. I already have it, so I don't have to go through all the process. So what I do is, and this one is for writing, right? Just write something. You use the font. The name of the font is KG. Yeah, there it is. This one has to be big because the creator makes it quite small. So this one is very similar to this one. Yang ni. You give example of how it should be written, and then you let them practice by tracing, and then finally the last two is them writing on your own without the line. So it's a matter of downloading the right font. Kalau you nak perkataan, you just want the line, I think you can do this. You delete perkataan tu. Okay. Dia buat macam ni lah. Dia guna dia punya ni without the words. Oh, I'm so thirsty. Excuse me. That's it. Any? Yes. All the steps I have shared, all is included in the in the PowerPoint. Dah. Any other question? Because we have reached 1 hour, and I think even last time pun we only took 1 hour to finish all. Because like I said, it's very simple. As long as you remember the three basic knowledge, like first how to download the font, and then how to create the layout, which you use table, and then the third one is how to find images. Okay. So can we end this? I haven't had my lunch yet. Anyway, thank you for coming. Anybody wants to donate to my picture books fund? A lot has donated anyway. Thank you. I already bought my art supplies from your donation when I created my new drawings. I will share on my page. Yeah, anyway, thank you so much. I will stop the recording now. please do sharing on my picture book